They say his mansion was beautiful. Marbled floors, golden staircases, expensive perfumes in the air. But behind one of those cold, sparkling walls was a door that no one dared to open. A door that whispers at night and is like 1,000 dying souls. The secret to his billions live there. Now, let me tell you the true story of Dayo, the billionaire. How a poor village man ran away from love and family to find riches. But what he found instead was a secret that even death feared. Dayo was born into dust, not gold. His father was a palm wine tapper. His mother sold roasted maize. They live in Imut, a small village where poverty clung to everyone like second skin. Dayo grew up watching his parents struggle just to feed the family. But even in the middle of lack, he found joy. Her name was Temitope. Temitope was the daughter of a local herbalist. She was beautiful, in the kind of way the sun looks when it's setting, warm, gentle, unforgettable. Dayo and Temitope had been friends since childhood. They shared roasted corn, dreams, and stories of a better life in the city. "I will make it, Temi," Dayo often told her, staring at the stars above the village sky. "One day, I will be so rich that people will bow when they see me." "But at what cost?" she would ask. Dayo didn't know. He didn't care. A week later, Dayo ran away from home. He left without goodbye. No note, no promise. Only Temitope saw him in the early morning fog, backpack over his shoulder, heart full of ambition. She tried to stop him. She cried. She begged. She only looked at him one last time, eyes full of desperation. And he whispered, "Forgive me, Temi." And then he disappeared into the city. Life in the city was hard at first, but Dayo was determined. He started washing cars, carrying loads, anything to survive. Until one rainy night, he met a man named Alhaji Kazim. Alhaji was a smooth-talking black Mercedes driving mystery. He told Dayo that if he wanted to be rich, truly mind-blowing rich, there was a way, but it wasn't free. "There is a house," Alhaji said. "Inside it, you will find what you need. But once you enter, your soul belongs to the spirit. You'll be wealthy beyond imagination, but you must obey their rules." Dayo didn't blink. He agreed. He was taken to a forest far away. There, a strange ceremony was done. They gave him a snake tooth and made him swear never to return to his family, never to give them money, never to love again. He entered the house, a massive Asian mansion hidden behind trees, and there, behind a wall of fake bookshelf, was a secret door, and behind that door was the room, a dark, cold stone room filled with snake. And every time he fed them with drop of blood and Asian words, money would appear in bags, in boxes, under his bed. He became rich, unbelievably rich. But the rules were clear. Never return to your village. Never give love a chance again. Never help your family members. Every time he tried, something terrible happened. Once, he sent money to his mother, secretly. She died the next day, in her sleep. Another time, he hired someone to deliver a gift to Temitope. The person always had accident on his way. So Dayo stopped trying. He bought mansions, cars, built companies, but he could not sleep. The snake would ease every night, their voices calling him. You belong to us now." His heart grew heavy. The silence in his big house became a prison. His heart longs for Temitope, but he was trapped. Even food began to taste like ash. Laughter felt like thunder in his chest. And then the nightmares began. Many years later, he heard a knock at his gate. Standing there was a beautiful woman, still carrying the same sunset beauty. "Temitope," he called out. She had found him through stories, rumors, and whispers of a billionaire who never looked happy. "You left me," she said softly. "But I still dream of you, Dayo," he cried, the first real tears he had shared in over 15 years. "I made a mistake, Temitope. I wanted to give you the world, but I gave you silence instead. Then come back. Let's leave this behind." He told her everything about the snakes, the room, the rituals, the curse, and she listened without blinking, without judging. But before she left, she touched his hand and said, "The love you buried is the only thing that can break the curse and set free your soul, Dayo." He believed her. That night, the wind was loud. The trees behind the mansion shook like they were afraid of something. The moon hid behind the clouds. Dayo was not afraid. He walked slowly down to the secret room. His eyes were tired, but his heart was beating strong. He remembered Temitope's words again. "The love you buried is the only thing that can break the curse." The room was alive. The snakes were moving fast. Their eyes glowed red. The walls were shaking. The air smelled like smoke and blood. He stepped inside and spoke with all his heart. "I choose love. I choose freedom. I choose to end this, even if I die." The biggest snake rose from the center of the room. It was taller than a man, with golden scale. It hissed loudly and said in a deep, thunderous voice, "You broke the rule. You were told, no love, but you brought love into this room." Dayo didn't move. "I accept it," he said. "If death will end this curse, let it be." Then something amazing happened. The snakes began to surround him in a circle. Slowly, silently. Temitope was outside, banging on the door. "Dayo, Dayo, open the door." But he didn't answer. He turned one last time to the center of the room, raised his hand and closed his eyes. The white snake leaped, and in one swift strike, everything went still. Silence, not even a whisper. A few minutes later, the golden door cracked open on its own. Temitope rushed in. She saw him lying in the center, peaceful like someone sleeping. There was no snake, no blood, no sound. Just Dayo, gone. She knelt beside him and cried. But as she wept, something unbelievable happened. And then, the mansion walls began to break, gentle. The secret room crumbled. The door melted into dust. The curse was gone. Temitope walked out, heartbroken but free. Years later, children in the village now sit around firewoods and hear the story from elders. There was a man named Dayo. He was the richest man in town, but his wealth came from darkness, snakes, secrets, and a heavy curse. He had everything, but no joy. Until one day, a woman named Temitope, his lost found love, came back into his life. And with her love, Dayo found courage. he walked into the secret room and gave up his life to end the curse forever. He died, but his name lived on, not as a billionaire, but as a man who chose love over power. Not every rich man you admire is truly free. Some pay for their wealth with their soul, their peace, and their loved ones. Before you envy a rich man, ask yourself, what did they lose to gain everything? Choose purpose over pressure. Choose peace over profit. Don't be in a hurry to get rich by any means. Stay grounded, work hard, love deeply, and remember, true success is when you sleep with peace and wake with joy. Moral lesson: greed can only open doors that love cannot enter. In the pursuit of riches, never sacrifice the people who truly mattered. Wealth earned at the cost of love, family, and inner peace is nothing but a golden cage.